Let's get an update on the trail. It's a big weekend of racing. We've got the Virginia Oaks and the Virginia Derby. We're also going to take a quick look at some of the Kentucky Derby future wager options and also Kentucky Oaks future wager number 1. And we'll look at the track dimension for that Virginia Derby. And then we'll take a look at that final round of prep races. Get you ready for those 100-point races on the Kentucky Derby trail. But the Colonial Downs is going to be holding the Virginia Derby meet this Friday and Saturday and Sunday. It's the first time it'll be on the trail, dirt races for the Oaks and the Virginia Derby. And it is a one-turn mile. If you look at the track configuration, you have a long stretch down the back stretch. So post position should not be as important. It may play a little bit shorter than the 1 1/8 distance. If you notice, it's kind of a short stretch and a long back stretch. So we'll see which horses can adapt to this 1 1/8 one-turn 1 1/8 race. Now, the big news out of the Virginia Derby is John Hancock has been scratched. Nothing wrong with him. He is going to run March the 22nd. So he's going to take this week off. Brad Cox choosing to run just Rapture in the Virginia Derby. Now, the Virginia Derby post positions have been drawn. We do have a preview up on the channel. The morning line favorite was John Hancock along with the Bob Baffert shipper in Getaway Car. Now, Getaway Car most likely going to be about 7-5 with the scratch of John Hancock. Calling card, he had a big win in New York. American Promise could be the speed. He could take advantage and go early for Coach D. Wayne Lucas. Now, the Kentucky Oaks future wager is a one and only pool is this weekend. The top 5 contenders on the morning line. Good Cheer, 5 for 5. She's 3-1. Tenma from out west. Bob Baffert, 7-2. Masom is 12-1. Mohima is 12-1. And Eclatant, the forward gal winner, is 12-1. Of course, Brad Cox trains 3 of those 5 fillies. Good Cheer, Mohima, and Eclatant. You may have forgotten a little bit about Eclatant. She did not run in the Devona Dale. Here she is winning the forward gal. What I like about this race is she came off the pace in her first start of 2025, made a nice move, got to the leaders, and won that race. They've given her a little bit of time off, and I think she's probably going to run in the Gulfstream Park Oaks as her final prep. And Eclatant did lose to Good Cheer last year as a 2-year-old, so she's got good company lines. Now, the Kentucky Derby future wager, you've got Journalism at 3-1, Sovereignty at 5-1, those 2 with the most recent wins. Then you've got Barnes, a second place finish in the San Felipe, and Citizen Bull at 8-1. Let's take a look at some horses that you may not know about that may get overlooked a little bit. Grande, a winner of Gulfstream Park in his most recent race. He's only ran 2 times. He broke his maiden in a 1-mile race. Then he ran 9 furlongs in the allowance race. He's 2 for 2. The sire is Curlin, and the trainer is Todd Pletcher, who is the all-time leading trainer with starters in the Kentucky Derby. Now, Cornucopian, a fast allowance maiden win in his debut. That was at Santa Anita. Look at him kind of pull away down the stretch. Of course, he's trained by Bob Baffert. He got a 100-plus buyer, a 100 on the Brisnet scale. They have not announced his next race. We don't even know if he's pointing for the Kentucky Derby, but Cornucopian, a big, fast maiden win in his debut. Now, Clever again came off the bench. He had ran once as a 2-year-old. Steve Asmussen may not have a Derby runner at this point, so maybe he'll run him in the Arkansas Derby. Go back to Oaklawn Park, the nice maiden win. This was on the undercard of the Rebel Stakes Day. Steve Asmussen trains, 1 start in 2025. He's 90-1. The mare does bring some stamina out of a Galileo mare. Clever again, 90-1. Garamond, trained by Chad Brown. Let's go back to his Tampa Bay win. He's only ran twice. He won this race at Tampa Bay. He looked good doing that. Then he had a little bit of time off, went to the Aqueduct and ran 3rd behind Sand Devil and Flood Zone in the Gotham Stakes. He kind of kept on moving on. I thought this was a good 3rd place effort, facing winners for the first time. He's 60-1, and he's being pointed for the Wood Memorial is Garamond for Juddmonte Farms. Now, Gosger is another impressive winner at Gulfstream Park, a fast maiden win. It was his 2nd lifetime start. What I like about it is he improved in his Brisnet speed figure from his debut race to his second race. He went from an 87 to a 93. Gosger with a good pedigree. Now maybe he's leaning towards the Preakness. We don't know. He's 90-1 on the morning line for the Kentucky Derby future wager. Praetor, a fast allowance win this past Sunday at Gulfstream Park. He's trained by Chad Brown. He's got 3 lifetime races. Now his buyer came up a 79. Brisnet gave him a little bit higher figure. Either way, I think he's definitely capable of better. He defeated Sovereignty in a highly rated maiden race last year as a 2-year-old. Now again, he might be going to the Bluegrass Stakes. He may go to the Lexington Stakes and then make a run at the Preakness, but long odds on Praetor here in the Kentucky Derby future wager if you want to play a horse with a little bit of a price. There's some long shots with Journalism and Sovereignty, most likely along with Citizen Bull, going to take a lot of the money. Now another horse that's running in the Santa Anita Derby is Beza. Big maiden win the last time out. What I like about this, he's improved his Brisnet speed figure 3 straight races, so a triple improvement. He went from a 79 to an 88 to a 98. He's going to run in the Santa Anita Derby. He's working forwardly for that race, and he's by McKenzie out of a Big Brown mare. Of course, Big Brown won the Kentucky Derby. He won the Preakness Stakes and did not win the Belmont. But Beza could be 50-1 here in the Kentucky Derby future wager. A first or second in the Santa Anita Derby would get him into that Kentucky Derby field. So those are a look at some of the long shots that you might want to consider in that Kentucky Derby future wager. I will be writing more. If you sign up for the Triple Crown Prospectus Gold in the notes below, description below, I will write some more updates in that if you want more information. The Louisiana Derby building up for Built, Hypnus, John Hancock, Vasimo, Caldera for the coach. You could also have Chunk of Gold, and then trainer Steve Asmussen could be pointing recent maiden winner Yenzer. The Jeff Ruby Stakes poster for Godolphin Blue. Also Charlie's to Blame, and then some other horses trying the synthetic. That'll probably get a 9 to 10 horse field for the Jeff Ruby. The Santa Anita Derby is going to be the smallest field. Beza, Journalism, Citizen Bull, possibly Matticat Road. No word yet on Barnes or Rodriguez. The Arkansas Derby, we've got Coal Battle, Speed King, Clever Again possibly. Rodriguez or Barnes, I think one of the Baffert horses will run in the Arkansas Derby. Tistastic and Innovator for the coach, D. Wayne Lucas. The Bluegrass going to be East Avenue. Of course, he ran off the board in his most recent start. This will be a second start of 2025. Burnham Square, he was 4th in the Fountain of Youth. Disruptor, another recent maiden winner for Todd Pletcher. Praetor maybe, and then Chancer McPatrick or Hill Road. I think Chancer McPatrick is probably going to go to the Bluegrass. The Wood Memorial, you've got Statesman. He won at Tampa Bay for trainer Shug McGahee. Hill Road, 3rd in the Tampa Bay Derby. Grande possibility for that one if he doesn't go to the Florida Derby. Garamond and Sand Devil also possible for the Wood. The Virginia Derby and Virginia Oaks previews are up. You can watch them, get ready for the big race, and the points races continue. We've got the Jeff Ruby and the Louisiana Derby on March 22nd, and then April 5th, we've got the Wood Memorial, the Bluegrass, and the Santa Anita Derby. Remember, the Kentucky Derby is May 3rd. I write about the Triple Crown and the Oaks and the Fillies every week in the Triple Crown Prospectus. Over 600 readers. Sign up below in the description. It goes from January all the way through the Belmont Stakes every Monday, and it's free. Who do you like in some of these Kentucky Derby and Kentucky Oaks future wagers? Leave a comment, share, like, and subscribe. Support the channel as we get you ready for the Kentucky Derby and Oaks 2025. Remember, D. Wayne Lucas always says people have opinions, horses have the facts.